I'm back to the decent Cassandra Clare. So, I have put City of Fallen Angels behind me, and I have come back to the Infernal Devices, which is so much better than Mortal Instruments. Do I think that Clockwork Prince is better than Clockwork Angel? No. But do I think it's worse? No. It's a really fun book. You know, you go through it fast. I mean, there's kind of an annoying love triangle, but all love triangles are annoying. Cassandra Clare can't seem to resist them, although I would say this is her most annoying to date. I have no patience for girls who can't decide between two awesome guys. Like, just be happy that they're both interested in you. Nobody's interested in me. You know, like, do them both. Although that didn't work out so well for other characters. But you know what? You should be able to make a decision. But apart from that, I did enjoy this book. It is still fluffy. It is still reducing my IQ. It is still getting me judgmental looks from certain people, but I don't care because I'm having a fun time. And, I mean, come on. I'm a young adult reader. I wouldn't be reading this series if I didn't enjoy, you know, the fluff of stabbing and unrealistic romance. If that's what you're looking for, you'll definitely find it in Clockwork Prince. If you're a literary snob who hates the very idea of Cassandra Clare, but have heard that The Infernal Devices is her best work, yeah, no, you're gonna find so much to be a literary snob about in here, but you know, like every other Cassandra Clare book ever, except for City of Fallen Angels, if you come into this ready to, you know, just eat some junk food, you're gonna enjoy this. And let's be honest, who doesn't like a little junk food? I'm now gonna go into spoilers, so if you haven't read the book, go read it, and then come back, and you can agree with all of my opinions, because I'm always right. So, the first thing that I want to say about this book is people died. Nate died, and he really deserved that. He was a backstabbing little... I'm not allowed to say that word. But I really did like that Nate died, not just because I really didn't like his character. I feel like when people actually die in situations and get hurt, you feel more like people can actually die and things might actually happen, and so you're more worried and there's more tension, and therefore the book is better. That was one of my main problems with the sort of like original 3 books of the Mortal Instruments. That was one of my main problems with how the Heroes of Olympus ended, because it was like a bunch of nameless people died that we will never know, but everybody stayed okay. But, oh god. I mean, it's still not the best ever, but hey, it's good enough. I really, really enjoyed when we learned that, what's his name, Lightwood, the old guy, had demon pox. Like, in the first book, I was always saying, like, Will keeps referencing demon pox. Demon pox is going to be relevant to the story. It's going to be relevant to the story. And then I got to the end of the first book, and I went, well, it wasn't. Maybe it's just showing that Will, I don't know, is really silly. I have no clue why we did that, and then I'd completely forgotten about it by the time I started Clockwork Prince. And then we just got to the part where they're like, he has a demon pox. And I was just like, and Will was there, you know, dancing around. I really like seeing Will sort of like stop being such a broody anti-hero, because every single love interest in YA is a broody anti-hero. And come on, guys, whatever happened to the nice, adorable, you know, puppy who gets overexcited about stupid stuff? Oh, that's why I read the Raven Boys. But I did really enjoy seeing Will's walls come down, and I felt so sorry for him, because as much as I can complain about how I don't like love triangles and they're unrealistic, I'm totally shipping Tessa and Will. I need them to get together, because he was going to tell her that he loved her, but then he didn't. Okay, I also really liked Gideon and Sophie. They were so cute. They're probably both going to die. Basically, whenever a secondary character seems to be having a good life, I assume they're going to die. So Gideon and Sophie, I'm going to try not to get too emotionally attached. But God damn it, isn't it cute? They're like transgressing the limits and the expectations of their society. I'm going to fall in love with those two, and then they're going to die on me. I hope they won't. Also, I found it kind of stupid that at the end it's like, oh yes, Jem looks a lot better. Jem feels a lot better. What is the reason behind this? Do tell. It's the power of love. Basically, anything that's about the power of love makes me want to bang my head against something and throw the book out the window. I mean, yes, I'm pretty sure that it isn't actually the power of love, and it's just like, you know, when you're in a good mood, you look healthier. But still, whenever something's implied that it's the power of love, I still need to gag a little. I still like Tessa way more than Clary. She's just more badass all around. You know, the whole thing where she dressed up as Jessamine. Let's just take a moment and talk about Jessamine. I sort of feel I'm really torn on Jessamine. Like, I sort of disliked her last book. Like, oh my god, she's such an idiot. And it's like I sort of feel sorry for her. But at the same time, like, Jessamine, what were you thinking? How can you be that stupid? Stupid girl. I get that, like, you know, she just wants love, she just wants to get out of it, but, like, you trust the bad guy. You know he's the bad guy, and you trust him. That's, like, I don't even know what analogy to make for that stupid. That's like Clary stupid there, Jessamine. Actually, no, that's worse than Clary stupid. Clary never did that. Poor Jessamine. She should burn in hell. Did I mention, just like Will joking around to Demon Pox? God, I love that. I'm also really interested to see Will's sister train, because that was like one of the big revelations of this book. We get to learn about Will's family, and I love the story about his older sister, so I'm definitely interested to see what his younger sister is going to bring to all of this. And she's probably gonna die. She's on my probably gonna die list. But I already really like her. Just, you know, the idea of this is set in the 1800s, and we do see that there are limits against women. We see what's going on with Charlotte, and I loved how Charlotte dealt with that. I loved seeing Charlotte and Henry just being adorable together, but you still really get the sense that there are limits. And it would have been so hard for a young girl to leave her family, go to another city, show up, and just say, I want to be a shadow hunter. Like, it would have been weird for her to say, I want to be a shadow hunter in the first place, but to actually, like, go and do it, that's going to be really interesting. I think she's going to be a fascinating character and a little badass in her own right. So I'm really interested to see that play out in the next book. Also interested to see Will and Tessa finally get together, because they're endgame, right? Right? Come on. I don't know if they have a shit name, but I need them together. Or if she doesn't get together, that's okay too, because I could just marry him. Oh god, I sound like Jessamine. Other things I'm really interested to see in the next book is I still feel like they're going to get screwed over in some way relating to the Lightwoods. I don't know why, but I still have this feeling. Also, I found it really interesting to see Lilith sort of, you know, link in there, so I wonder if there are going to be any more links that we see between the Infernal Devices and the later books in the Mortal Instruments series. And finally, what I want to see in the next book, as well as, of course, resolving the stupid love triangle. Make a decision, Tessa! I'm also just really excited to see Tessa and Charlotte kick ass. And also, I guess, the other people, but mostly just Tessa and Charlotte. So, I'll see you then. Thumbs up. Give me likes. Give me dislikes. I don't care. Give me comments. Bash me in those comments. I have a thick skin. And I will see you whenever I next decide to come.